Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. My name is Joycelyn Daddy. I'm the face behind this page. I'm a mom of two, a registered nurse, originally from Ghana, and currently living in the USA, and a proud digital business entrepreneur. 2 years ago, I joined this digital business franchise with the hope of earning extra income towards my retirement so I can retire early and spend quality time with my family. This franchise has over 200,000 members worldwide, and they provide training, mentorship, skills, tools, everything you need to transform from what you are doing into a successful digital business entrepreneur. Let's Talk Business with Joy is a program to bring some of these entrepreneurs here so I can interview them and ask them their why. So hopefully their answers will inspire you to know that there are so many options out there if you so wish to change. It is for that reason that I am so blessed to have my business partner all the way from Canada to come talk to us today. So please help me welcome Julietta Juvish.
Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? I'm happy
I
to be
am
here.
so good. Thank you, sis, for joining us today.
You're welcome. Very happy to be on your page. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Well, hello everyone, and well, good morning, afternoon, or wherever you find yourself in this beautiful world. Yes, just the same way, Jocelyn. I am also a digital business owner. I've been in this journey a little longer. And originally, I come from Argentina. I came to Canada 18 years ago. And my professional background is in construction. I work as an engineer in construction. And yeah, at one point, my life got a little bit upside down. So I ended up being the only provider for my family. And I had a good job, thank God. I was able to upgrade my degree to Canadian standards within a period of 5 years. And I had a good job, but jobs, right? As long as you are working under somebody or for somebody, there's always a maximum, right, that you can earn, or that you're earning a certain salary. And when unexpected situations come up, most of the time, many times, your job can only do so much, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, like many people, I found myself being the only provider for my family, trying to make ends meet, seeing what were the chances that I could upgrade or supplement my income in any way. And I
Yeah.
wasn't aware about the online space. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it leads us up perfectly to my question, because you were an engineer, you were a mom, like you busy. Like I was gonna ask, what made you want to start an online
Yeah.
business as
Well,
well?
yeah, I'm a mom of two boys. I have a young adult. He's graduated and he's independent now. But my youngest one has 14 years old. He's in high school, and yeah, I found myself saying, okay, how can I make this possible when I'm always working for somebody? How can I make a difference in my life, right? Whether I wanted to, right, as much as I would have wanted to do a separate job, a side job or something, I really had no energy. And
Yeah.
this is not something that happens to me because I work in construction or whatever. Everybody at the end of the week, at the end of the day, you're exhausted. You need time to relax. You need time for yourself, which we never take, right? We never take time to relax for ourselves. And it is the way it is. So I ended up finding, I say it the other way. This business found me through social media because I was
Yeah.
scrolling. I was using, Facebook as I always do, and I ran into an ad, which I didn't even know it was an ad because I didn't know about advertising. I didn't know anything. Just all this to say, I had no experience and no knowledge on what is digital marketing or social media marketing or attraction marketing. So I looked at it and I said, okay, what is this? Normally I was used to seeing just posts from people, we're out with a dog, we're out with the kids, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden this thing comes up, somebody talking about a business and how she had transitioned from her professional full-time job into this digital business, which she was doing what she was calling full-time. And then to my surprise, for me, in my head, full-time is 8, 9, 10 hours a day. Well, for her, full-time was between 3 and 4, 5 hours maximum, right, a day. And then, from there, you can have all kinds of full-time, because when you work full-time, it really depends on you. And so I got curious and I said, wow, okay, this is something interesting. So I started, I connected with her. I followed her steps, her indications. We have a really solid system that explains to us step by step what are the next steps to take if you're really interested. So I did that. I connected with a lady. She explained to me everything. She provided me the information. And then I took steps. The next step was taking advantage of the 30-day risk-free trial, which I did. And and that's it. And then the rest is history. It took me a while to decide to start. But here I am. I'm very happy, very happy.
Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. What was it what would you say you were looking for in particular? I asked that because there are so many online businesses out there, but I feel like ours is kind of like different, because at least not all online businesses have that community component to it, for starters. So I feel like people set out looking for certain particular specifics. And what was that for you? What were you looking for in an online business?
Well, when I started knowing about this opportunity, right, and she was talking about flexibility and how you can do this in your own terms. And because, like I said before, I wasn't looking for something online. I found it by chance. In my head, I was asking myself, how can I supplement my income? But I wasn't thinking on doing it online. In my head, if you're not working for somebody else, or if you're not outside your house providing a service or providing a service, or working for somebody else, or you can, how are you going to make an income? I mean, that's what I learned. That's what I've been doing ever since I graduated, right? Working for somebody else, providing for somebody else. And I didn't know that online was possible. So when she started talking about flexibility, do it in your own terms, all that made perfect sense to me. I said, okay, yeah, that's what I want. As soon as I started receiving the information, I said, okay, that makes sense to me, right? Because I was thinking in my head, going to work for somebody else, going to work in the evenings, or maybe sacrificing my weekends working for somebody else. Where, for how long, and for how much money, right? It was only going to be a trade of money for my time, which is was not going to put me ahead what I needed, right? So when all that was presented to me, I said, yeah, I'm going to take it, because flexibility makes sense. Having a training step by step absolutely makes sense. Having mentors and coaches available for you makes perfect sense. Okay, so we're not alone here. We're going to be supported. We're going to be guided. So I wasn't really looking for all that, but when all that was presented to me, I said, okay, well, yeah, then now I know this is what I want, right? This makes sense to me. Having being the only provider for my family, having my kid in school, having to help him in school sometimes, and I didn't have much time left during the day. So being able to work on my business whenever I had little moments, it really made sense to me. Instead of, if I would have had to go outside to provide or work for somebody, I was going to have a fixed schedule. Okay, you're going to come from this hour to this hour, so many hours a day or a week or the weekend, whatever. It was going to have to be fixed, and I was going to have to leave the house and have somebody watch my child. When I started looking at that and looking at the other thing, I said, well, forget it. I'm not going to go work for somebody else. I'm going to take this online thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes perfect sense. That makes absolutely perfect sense. What would you say has surprised you the most?
Yes, that has what has surprised me the most is all the things that I've gained with this business that I was absolutely not looking for. One of the things is the personal development.
Yeah.
When I started this business was because I needed to supplement my resources, my income, right? So I wasn't thinking on, okay, I'm going to better myself, I'm going to change my mindset, I'm going to be able to help others, I'm going to, start, meeting people and talking to people online like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested in that. I was not looking for that. But it's part of our business. It's part of what we do. It's part of who we are, right? Um, what it surprised me the most was the first thing was the change in mindset, because people have to understand, uh, some people have it in them, some people have to build it, like it was in my
Yeah.
case. I didn't come with an entrepreneurial mindset. I have or had corporate mindset, because I've always worked corporate. That's what I was taught. Go to school, get a good job, climb the ladder. But once I saw this, and that there is no such thing as climb the ladder, and it really depends on how much effort you put and how you treat your business like a business, it's going to provide back to you like a business. And in the work on myself, that has been a huge benefit on this business, aside from the financial part. The personal part has been a great surprise to me, and being able to also then start helping others do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, no brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So if somebody is watching you who is perhaps an engineer, a professional, somebody somewhere watching, go, wow, if this business is real, then
Yes,
how do I go about it? Or is this even real? There are people who would want to start, but they are so skeptical
I
because
know.
they don't even think we are real. I mean, what would you say to somebody like that?
Yeah, well, it's simple. You only have two choices: either you do it, you and do it, I mean, inform yourself, take that first step, or you don't, and just turn the page and move on. You can't be in between, because in between you're not going to get anything. And then if you want to give yourself a chance, or give this business a chance to inform you, then go for it. Connect with Jocelyn. You have the website there. What you have to do is you go on the website, register your name and email. She's going to provide back to you a link with a replay of our latest workshop. And then you're also going to have a chance to watch the live, to participate in the live event. When I say participate, you're not going to interact. Nobody's going to talk to you. Nobody's going to ask you anything, because people sometimes get scared and say, okay, no, oh my gosh, nobody has to see you. You don't have to show your face. You're just there listening to the live presentation. You're going to learn the basics of this business, right? In one presentation, we cannot uh, expose all the bits and pieces of this business. It's going to give you the first piece of information that you need to see, okay, this is something I might be interested in. When you get to that point, what you do is you take step 2, which is take advantage of the 30-day risk-free trial. There, you're going to have 30 days to interact with our whole community. You're going to be put in a private group where this 220,000, I think, members who are already doing this business all over the world, not in Canada, not in the US, all over the world. And from there, you're going to have all the explanations, compensation plan, everything, how you can start, different strategies, everything's going to be given to you. From there, you're going to see and of course, you're going to have access to speak with somebody one-on-one, that, if you have questions that you can ask, and you can, really go into the details specifically for whatever is important for you. And from there, you're going to be able to take a decision. Okay, this sounds like something for me, or no, it doesn't, and move on. But at least you can make the decision coming from you, and having all the information in your hand, having everything that you need available to you to make that decision. Not letting somebody else decide for you. You do it on your own.
Yeah. You know, my favorite saying is a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. You
Oh,
have you have to take that step. It's okay to be skeptical because sometimes it's your body's way of telling you, okay, get up and research, do something. But at some point, if you do nothing, a year from now, you'll still be exactly where you are, right? That's what I tell people. So do your due diligence, research, reach out,
exactly.
ask questions, and then watch the webinar and take it from there. At least when you have all the information in totality, you can make that decision that this is something I want to do for my financial future. So that would be the advice I would also give anybody out there who is skeptical but wants to at least take that first step. So thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Julieta, for coming all the way from Canada to give us all this golden nugget. You know,
Thank you. Thank you.
I bring people so people can realize that we are real people. This is a global business. We are all over the world. So thank you. And to everybody else, stay safe to the next episode of Let's Talk Business with Joy. Be curious, find out what this is all about, and get up and do something. So, bye.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Bye bye.